Hello, Fantasticos! In our last two videos on Into the Volcano, we looked at how to survey and then predict, and to use questioning before reading to focus our thinking about text. Now we're going to read. When you read the text section, adding to your thoughts, questions, and epiphanies. Into the Volcano, a volcano researcher at work, by Donna O'Meara. Photographs by Stephen and Donna O'Meara. Kilauea Volcano, on the southeastern side of Hawaii's Big Island, is one of the world's most active volcanoes. Not only has it erupted over 40 times in the past century, but it has been erupting almost non-stop since 1983. In the following memoir, volcano researcher and photographer Donna O'Meara describes the first time she was able to explore Kilauea on her own. She was hoping she would be able to photograph the volcano in action, and she wasn't disappointed. Alone on Kilauea, I zigzagged down the chain of craters road to sea level and parked in front of a deep lava flow that had covered the highway and several houses a few months earlier. As I arrived, the sun broke through the clouds at last. I heaved on my backpack and climbed up the hardened lava rock. Kilauea's lava flows originate high up on the flank of the volcano. Gravity sends the lava flowing down to the sea in red rivers. The chillier air quickly cools and hardens the tops of these rivers, creating sealed tubes through which the hot lava rushes. Shield volcanoes like Kilauea often form underground plumbing systems with dozens of these lava tubes. The tubes can be miles long. So as I read through that, I was a little confused about flank, but when I went back through, I identified that it probably meant side, because when you flank something, you're on its side. And I had to think about these lava tubes. I decided that a lava tube was when it had a top hard crust and hot flowing lava inside. So I wrote that down. I was also a little confused about a shield volcano, but I didn't see the answer there. Now I'm going to read the next section. A Hawaiian hotspot. I notice this is going to be about a slightly different topic. Not only is there a different subtitle, it's also on a different color background. The Hawaiian Islands were all formed by a hot spot under the Pacific Plate. Each island formed separately as the plate moved northwest over the hot spot at about the rate your fingernails grow, 36 5/10 millimeters, 1 5/10 inches per year. First came Kauai, then Oahu, Molokai, and Maui. I'm not sure I'm pronouncing those correctly, but that's okay as long as I can recognize them again. Now the big island of Hawaii sits over the hot spot that formed its 6 volcanoes: Kohala, Mauna Kea, Hualalai, Mauna Loa, Kilauea, and Loihi Seamount. Kohala is extinct. It will never erupt again. Mauna Loa, Mauna Kea, and Hualalai are dormant, sleeping, but could erupt again. Scientists estimate Little Loihi will have to be about 6,000 meters, 20,000 feet tall before it even breaks the ocean's surface and becomes the Big Island's newest volcano, and that could take tens of thousands of years. Feisty Kilauea, still fed by the hotspot, is one of the most active volcanoes in the world. So when I was reading that, I thought the narrative here is on white and there's information in green. And I was really amazed to find out that Hawaii is still forming. It seemed to me like they were making new volcanoes. all the time from hotspots. And again, I'm just taking notes here. So I noted that this over here is my text, my informational text, and here's my story. I'm going to start with the informational text. How volcanoes form. The Earth's crust is made up of huge solid chunks called tectonic plates that float atop Earth's fluid mantle. Volcanoes form when magma from Earth's mantle breaks through the plates or oozes out at the edges. This can happen in different ways. Subduction. When two plates smash against each other, one plate is forced under the other, above right. Okay, so right there. The underlying plate melts into magma and can erupt through the overlying plate as a volcano. Central America's volcanoes include Arenal in Costa Rica and Pacaya in Guatemala were formed this way. Mid-ocean rift. When two plates drift apart, must be right here, the magma fills the gap between them, and submarine under the ocean volcanoes can form as shown above. Iceland's Surtsey is a good example of a volcano that grew slowly until it emerged from the ocean. Hotspot. Sometimes there's a weak spot in one of Earth's plates, and a stationary plume of magma erupts through it. The Hawaiian volcanoes were all formed this way. So that'll help me answer those questions. I'm going to go over here to the narrative. Sometimes the lava tubes crack and red lava squeezes out. This is called a surface breakout. For a short period of time, the red lava flow is visible. Then it cools and hardens again. A surface breakout is a rare and wonderful sight. I hope to find one and photograph it before the lava hardened again. But walking around lava tubes can be treacherous. It's hard to know when you're right over one, and the crust over a tube can be thin. You're at risk of breaking through and plummeting into the molten lava below. I planned to be careful, but I was also determined. I wanted to photograph molten red lava. So I'm thinking, whoa, Omira, oops, capitalize, is dedicated if she's willing to go in such a dangerous spot. All right, I've finished my reading stage.